In between the cities of Dallas and Fort Worth, it's Arlington, Texas, host to the grand mecca of football, TTT Stadium, the home of the Cowboys. Coming up, we've got a good one in store. It's the San Francisco 49ers and the Dallas Cowboys. We welcome you, Mike Tirico, my partner Greg Olson. The kicker is Cade York. He's got this one set to get started. And off we go from Arlington. He'll get this past the 20 before he's brought down shy of the 25-yard line. So here's a 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 24. For an opener, Purdy to throw. He'll locate his tight end, George Kittle. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield. That pickup good for 29 yards.
And that's a nice grab for his first catch of the game, Mike. And he's someone that the play caller has told us he wants to get him early touches, get him a feel for the game. Nice job there making that happen.
A run for the first time here with Jordan James. Gets to the edge at the 30. Strong running there. He brings this down inside the 25. A gain there of 27 yards. Here's 1st and 10. Out of the gun. It's Purdy. This one complete right side. And he's close to another 1st down. He'll step out right at that 1st down marker.
Now, there's not a lot to this route. Man coverage, and you got a drag route. Give him a little something off the line and go. Win with speed. Good, accurate ball on the front shoulder pad. Allows him to pick up the rest after the catch and leads to a big game.
And he's into the end zone. What a start. Jordan Watkins. Touchdown, 49ers. His 4th TD grab of the season. Now Cairo Santos to add the point after. He's got it. And the 49ers will take a 7-0 lead. So here's Santos after the touchdown. He's out to kick this one off. Now a return coming from the 14. And he'll be taken down right at the 29-yard line.
At their own 29-yard line.
The first carry now for Jaden Blue. They'll mark him down up at the 44-yard line. Terrific starter there. Gain of 15 and a 1st down.
The ability to be effective on 1st down, Mike, it just makes everything else easier. In the event you do have to face a 3rd down the road, they're usually a lot more manageable situations, a lot easier to convert.
Not much there. Maybe a yard. From the 46. Here's 2nd and 8.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8 at the 46-yard line.
Back to throw. And the ball out of the reach of the receiver. Ball's incomplete.
He's going to wish he had that one back. I think his receiver got behind the defense, Mike, and had a lot of room to run, but he just put a little too much on it, and they're not able to connect.
They're going to try to pick this up on 3rd and 8.
Tag. Hook. 70 Rangers. 70 Rangers. Dragon 60.
He'll look to throw. And that is incomplete.
Remember what they told us, Mike, leading up to this game. They said it is so critical for us to find success, especially on 3rd down. We want to maintain possession, extend these drives. Well, the first crack comes up and they fail through the air, and we have to regroup and be able to have better success throughout the remainder of this game.
Nearly a good one. And hit at the 6, but continues in the end zone. It's a touchback. The drive begins at the 20. Here's 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's Purdy. And he'll be taken down up past the 40-yard line. Terrific start to this drive. Gain of 23 and a 1st down.
Just a really good play design that time, Mike, from the offensive coordinator. They match up one of the most explosive playmakers in the NFL with a hook curl defender, and he's just not able to match up with one of the best route runners in the league.
He's not going to get too far, tackled after a gain of just a yard.
A bit of a quick hitter here, and what you're hoping for, Mike, is that the defense can't react quickly enough because the ball's coming out so hot. But they knew it was coming, and they end up holding them to just a short gain.
It's a short pickup, taking this to the 49. Jamar James there on the stop.
This just shows why you can't count on just one guy to take him down. He's a powerful enough runner. You gotta have guys coming in support when that first hit is made. It takes a team effort to stop him, especially once he gets going.
3rd and short. Purdy. A throw right side is intercepted. Picked up by Trayvon Merritt. And he's going to be looking at a short field for the offense after the INT. Chance to tie the game or even take the lead.
At the 45-yard line. 18, 70 Timberwolves. Let go.
Off the play fake. He'll look to throw. A quick slant into the hands of Johnson. Ball on the 39. Here's 2nd down and 4.
Brings
up 2nd and 4. They'll look to throw. That one is caught by the rookie from Oregon. And they'll move this ball way down into the red zone, inside the 20-yard line. 22 yards, the pickup there. That's good for a Dallas 1st down.
Not saying 19. Let's go. Ready.
In the red zone now. He'll drop to throw. That's to the end zone, but just too far out in front. That one's incomplete.
They let a golden opportunity slip away on that one. That's the matchup that they wanted. They just couldn't quite capitalize on it.
They'll try again here. 2nd and 10.
Cougar 19. Let's go now. Let's go.
A quick throw on the RPO is complete. Well, he's brought down. That pass is going to pick up 4 and bring up 3rd down.
18 Cardinals. 18 Cardinals.
He'll drop to throw. And that is incomplete.
I think he predetermined that 3rd down throw, and even though the coverage was tight, he still tried to fit the ball in there anyway, and it ended up falling incomplete. I think if he goes through his progressions and has a little bit more trust in his protection, I think there's an easier throw to make out there.
60 Bobcat, 65, Panther 60, Panther 60, 18 Rattler, 18 Rattler.
Here comes the blitz as he looks to throw. That's taken in, and he will have the 1st down. So they roll the dice on 4th down in the red zone, and it pays off with 1st and goal.
1st and goal at the 6-yard line. Ready? 60, Buffalo 18.
They'll look to throw yet again. Hit as he throws there. It's going to wind up incomplete. The pressure got to him that time, and it'll set up second down.
They got there in a hurry, didn't they, Mike? I mean, luckily for him, he saw that free rusher coming, and at the very least was able to get that ball out to prevent the sack.
They'll try to get the running game going. His first carry. Looking for a seam, but will not find one. He'll take this down to the 4-yard line.
A gain of 1 yard on the play. It's now 3rd and goal.
Big play coming up. 3rd and goal.
Mustang 19. 18 Cardinal. 18 Cardinal.
Blitz coming. He'll throw it. That's hauled in at the 2. And he's in. Touchdown, Cowboys. Touchdown number 7 for him on the year. York, good on the extra point. The Cowboys will tie things up at 7-7 here in the opening quarter. We're all tied, 7 apiece, and the kick's away. He fields it at the 8. And he'll bring it out to the 22-yard line. That's where the offense will take the field.
22-yard line.
Yellow. Outside. Yellow. 18. Watch out. Stop.
Throwing on first down is Purdy. Quick throw, taken in. He's close to a first down. To gain a 9. Nice pitch and catch on first down.
Yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and inches at the 32-yard line.
2nd and inches. On the ground, it's James. And he's going to be brought down up past the 45. Pickup of 14 on that one. First down, 49ers.
Really nice explosive play there on the ground. And tell you what, for these fans sitting in the stadium, they're not used to seeing their home team pushed around. So continue to be physical at the line of scrimmage. Mix in the runs with the pass. And if they can continue to generate these big explosive runs, I don't think they need to go away from it.
And the tackle's going to be made down at the 40-yard line. Good run after a good run. This one for 14 yards and another first down.
And these are the explosive runs that open everything up. There's all this conversation about the value of the run game, but when you take a look at the best running teams, Mike, it's not necessarily how many yards they run for, it's how many big plays do they generate on the ground. And when you can generate big plays on the ground, it makes everything so much more difficult for the defense.
That's a gain of 16. This offense is humming. A first down.
Anytime you're facing a zone defense, you're working from your first progression all the way through. But when guys are open in this level, Mike, they don't stay open very long. So what they taught us as receivers, if you're open, stay open. And if you're not open, you better get open quick because that ball is coming out.
He'll struggle to get back to the line of scrimmage. Maybe gets a yard out of that one. It's second down.
He does a nice job coming from his safety position, filling his run gap assignment, and keeps this to a modest gain at best.
A touchdown apiece here in the first quarter of play. All even on the scoreboard. We're back to Arlington in a moment. It's the 49ers with the football to start quarter number 2. They've got a 2nd and 8 coming up. A short one there, caught by Kittle. And he's going to be brought down just outside the 10-yard line. Purdy to Kittle for the Niners. First down.
A gain of 12. And the 49ers first down.
From the gun, here is a run with James. And a nice nice run. It's down to the 5-yard line.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4 at the 5-yard line.
Purdy now on 2nd down. To the back of the end zone. He's got it. Touchdown, San Francisco. What a terrific play at the back of the end zone. Greg, that is so hard to do, but something you did during your career. And, of course, all scoring plays are reviewed. So replay's going to take a look at this one and make sure it is good for 6. So, ruled a touchdown originally. They didn't find any reason to overturn it, and it stays on the board.
The kick is good. Makes the score Niners 14, Cowboys 7.
So here's Santos after the touchdown. He's out to kick this one off. Cavante Turpin on the return. Going to take this all the way back. 83 yards. Touchdown, Dallas. York is good on the extra point. And the Cowboys will tie things up. We are all even at 14. We are all square. 14 apiece to score as this one's away. This one taken at the 7. He's across the 20, taken down just shy of the 25. Here's Purdy on 1st and 10. Gets it away quickly, and it's caught. And they will finally run him down. That is a big gain for the 49ers. It's a gain of 34.
Those are the explosive pass plays that this team is going to continue to mine all day. And you can see pre-snap, the quarterback loved his matchup. He allowed his receiver to work downfield. Perfect throw, and now sets them up to try to see if they can finish this drive off with some points.
On 1st and 10, Purdy. And that's going to wind up incomplete.
I like this defensive game plan. When you're going against an elite quarterback like this guy, Mike, you have to get bodies in his face. You have to get him around his feet. You have to move him off his spot. Because if he can sit there in rhythm, on time, comfortable in the pocket, he's going to pick you apart. So it doesn't always have to be a sack, but you have to make him uncomfortable in the pocket.
Quick throw here is complete. And he'll get about 3 here on 2nd down before he's out of bounds.
All right, so anytime you're facing the blitz, the best thing you can do as an offense is just get the ball out of your hand. Get into the hands of receiver, run after catch. In this case, nice job by the defense, rallying to the ball. Modest gain.
On 3rd down, it's Purdy. Down the field, but it falls incomplete. George Kittle was the intended target that time. And that'll set up 4th down.
I think as the offense comes to the sideline now, the quarterback and his wide receivers need to get together and say, hey guys, what are you seeing out there? How can we find some open targets? Because on that last down, there was nowhere to go with the ball.
A field goal, no gimme from this distance. They'll go on 4th down. Now Purdy. That's incomplete. Derek Hall on 4th down. Does not work out. And it results in a turnover on down. It's a 3 tight end look as they have it 1st and 10. They'll start this on the ground with Blue. Good physical run. It'll wind up as a gain of 5.
I think every running back's dream is that he's going to run through a wide open hole and have breakaway touchdowns, but that's not necessarily the case very often in the NFL. So the backs that are the best are the ones that can get more yardage than maybe what's blocked for. And I think this is a nice physical gain here that they can continue to build off of as the game unfolds.
And they'll have it across midfield, down at the opposing 46-yard line. It's a gain of 10 yards. First down, Cowboys.
Ready? Go!
This is Blue. And he'll get 2 on this one before being taken down. From the 44-yard line, here's 2nd and 8.
It's 2nd and 8.
Cup 19! Cup 19!
Off play action. He'll set up to throw. Forced to his right. He'll get rid of it and complete it. And they are in great shape. He's taken down inside the 10. A big play for the Cowboys. 37 yards. Now a chance to pay off that big play. They have it 1st and goal. Here's a run. Down to the 4. It'll be 2nd and goal.
He was brought down at the 4-yard line. A 4-yard gain brings up 2nd and goal.
Ready? 19-18!
On play action, he'll set up to throw. That is caught side of the end zone. Touchdown, Dallas. Tight spaces down there. Things happen quick. Greg, a quick decision and great execution for the score.
You're exactly right, Mike. Down here this close to the goal line, everybody's clock has to speed up. Not only the quarterback processing to get the ball out of his hand, but you have to win as a receiver quickly and give the quarterback somewhere to go with the ball. It was that quickness at the line of scrimmage that led to that touchdown.
The Niners take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
From the 35, it's 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground with James. And they'll have it across midfield, down at the opposing 46-yard line. 19 yards right away to kick off this drive.
What we're seeing here in this first half, Mike, is an example of the offensive line, the running back, and the play caller all on the same page. The execution and the ability to continue to pick up chunk plays on the ground has been a great start for this offense.
Purdy now, he'll throw on 1st down. That's over the middle and intercepted. And the Cowboys will have great field position as they take over at their own 45.
So this is where an offensive play caller needs to come to the rescue of his quarterback, because this defense, they're onto you. They've got 2 picks. They're starting to pick up on your tendencies. They're shifting guys over to counter them. Now you've got to add some wrinkles. Now you've got to throw them a curveball and try to shift back some of that advantage to your side of the ball.
And good yardage there after the catch. They'll wind up with a gain of 7 on 1st down.
Great example of 1st down efficiency. You don't always have to go for the big play, but put yourself in a friendly 2nd down. Now you have equal opportunity to both run and pass.
From the 48-yard line, here's 2nd and a couple. Now they'll set up to throw. Looking middle there, but it's incomplete.
So after their defense gives them a gift on their last drive and gets them the ball back and on the field, they nearly return the favor following that dangerous throw of their own. And at this point, they're lucky to walk away with just an incompletion.
Here's 3rd and 2.
18 Cardinal, 79 Broncos. Ready?
Back to throw. And that is incomplete.
But here we find the best laid plans sometimes do go astray. Every offense, Mike, what do they tell us? We want to stay ahead of the chains. We want to stay on schedule. This was a third and very reasonable. Incomplete on that third down try. Now brings up 4th and short.
6 the Eagles, 6-18, Pioneer. Dragon 60.
Out of the gun, he'll throw. Open man, right side, he's got it.
Love the idea of going for it on 4th down. Anytime you're on your opponent's side of the field, Mike, you have to take advantage of that field position. You're too long for a field goal, but you're too close to the end zone to punt it. So going for it on 4th down is definitely the right move. Now you've got to take advantage of it and don't let it go to waste.
Short pass taken in by the tight end. And he'll be run out of bounds. It's a good gain on 1st down. They pick up 7 yards.
There's no more efficient play in the NFL, Mike, than the play-action passing game. And you can see here why. You make the defense have to honor both the run and the pass, and he's able to pick up a nice gain to his tight end.
Here's 2nd and 2.
18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal.
They'll get this out wide. And they'll pick up the 1st down, a gain of about 4.
That's good.
Offensively, landing a lot of body blows on this drive, Mike. Just the ability to steadily march the ball downfield and remain so efficient, both run and pass. As they continue to wear this defense out, they have to find a way to end this drive with points. Anything short of that would be a bit of a letdown.
And that's going to be incomplete, but a flag down in the backfield. That's the area we usually see holding.
Get it.
They'll look to throw again. They'll try to hit him with a screen.
You see so many teams wait till 3rd down to execute their screen game, but I like in this case the play caller changes things up. He uses the screen game on 1st down, which will have an effect on this pass rush going forward. How aggressive do they want to get after the quarterback? Because they got that screen play still in the back of their head.
Ready? 7 Pirates, 7 Crackle 80. 19 Lions. Ready?
Back to the air one more time. A throw left side, but it's going to wind up incomplete.
So on a day where he's completed, give or take half of his passes, Mike, you have to imagine there's a handful of throws he'd like to have back, and I think that last one falls in that category. But the biggest thing, and most fortunately for them, they find themselves with a lead despite a bit of an up-and-down performance out of their quarterback.
It is 3rd and long.
Go! 70 Timberwolf. 18 Rattler, 18 Rattler. Warriors 70.
They'll look to throw. He's got it at about the 8. And they are in great shape. He's taken down inside the 10. And now the Cowboys are going to take a timeout as the clock stops. 50 seconds to play until halftime. Well, here's the chance to cap off a great half. They have it 1st and goal.
Ready?
A run with Blue. And he'll get about 5. The Niners use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half.
Hold it ready.
2nd and goal.
Cowboy 80. Cowboy.
He'll look to throw. He's got his big tight end. Touchdown, Cowboys. And the show continues. What a first half he's had, Greg. A third touchdown pass with that one.
Mike, what stood out to me the most so far is just the amount of space these guys have had to operate in. I think if I'm this defensive coordinator, me and my staff at halftime are revisiting this game plan. They obviously felt good about it coming in, but I don't think there's anything to feel good about thus far.
That's the score. Cowboys 48, 49ers 14.
Still a little time. Final minute of this first half. We'll see if they can do anything with this kickoff that is coming their way. This fielded at about the 9. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
On first and 10, it's Purdy. A quick throw, that's complete on the slant. And they'll mark him down just shy of the 40. Timeout 49ers. That is their second. As they get it right at the 30-second mark of this first half. To throw on first down is Purdy. He'll air this one out for Watkins. And he covers some ground on the return as well. Out of bounds, past the 40-yard line.
And these are the throws that are really holding the offense back right now, Mike. He just has to make better decisions because you're not going to win many games when you turn the ball over at this rate.
65 catch, 65, dragon 60. Ready?
Back to throw here to begin the drive. And he got rid of that one quickly before the receiver even knew what was going on. That's incomplete.
Well defended there. The quarterback's trying to attack this defense outside the numbers. Those really wide angle throws near the sideline sometimes can be very hard to defend. So give a lot of credit to this secondary. They were all on the same page, and the ball falls incomplete.
And that's going to wind up incomplete. Pressure certainly impacted the quarterback there. Couldn't get his arm all the way through. And it's going to bring up a third down.
I think he knew in the back of his head, Mike, he had to get rid of this ball a little sooner than he would have liked. And with that pressure getting there in a hurry, just ends up being a wasted down.
On third down, here's Blue. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. And that's it. Here's their punter now. The punt for the second time, looking to pin the opponent back deep. And no return forthcoming. It's a touchback, and will come out to the 20-yard line.
At their own 20-yard line.
And they're just going to run it here up the middle. And he's going to be taken down as time runs out on this first half of play. First half played out a bit as we expected. We'll see if there's a surprise coming up. Both teams set to go, and the second half is underway. A good return as he takes it across the 30.
At their own 32-yard line.
Panther 11. Ready, ready.
Off the play fake. He'll look to throw. Reaching for it, the tight end couldn't bring it in. It's incomplete. We'll get a stoppage here. There is an injured Cowboy. So as they look at the injured player, we'll take a timeout. We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10.
Ready, Cowboy 80. Viking 8.
Throw to the right flat. It is caught. Now he's loose. down the right sideline. And he will score. Touchdown, Dallas. A terrific job all the way around, especially after the catch, Greg, to take it to the end zone for a touchdown.
I'm just so impressed by the acceleration of this receiver, Mike. He catches.
And trouble on this extra point. It is blocked. The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kicks away. Now, here comes a return from the 9. And he'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. First and 10. Purdy. He'll find his tight end. Kittle on the right side. Big strides. Look at him go. That changes a lot. He's out of bounds all the way down at the 20-yard line. A big-time play for the Niners. 53 yards.
First and 10 at the 20-yard line.
They'll go with James. And wow, tough to bring down that time. Surging forward for a pickup of 6. Second down.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up second and 3.
From the shotgun, it's Purdy. That one's incomplete. Good coverage there. Made it uncomfortable for the receiver. Couldn't hang with it, and it brings up third down.
He's usually such a reliable target in the passing game, Mike. We just don't see him struggle to come down with catches like that all too often. And when you're one of the go-to guys on your team, I know the hit's coming, but guess what? It feels a lot better after you take that hit after a catch than it does after a drop.
It is brought in the end zone. Jordan Watkins. Touchdown, 49ers. Second touchdown of the game. Season total now up to 5.
What separates the really good quarterbacks from everybody else in the National Football League, Mike, is not only ability to process, but the ability to process quickly under pressure. And I think that's exactly the case here. He's able to go through his progression, find his target in the end zone, and then deliver that ball on time, accurately, and the result is a touchdown.
This fielded at about the 9. Good job in coverage. They're going to get him down short of the 20-yard line.
At their own 19-yard line.
Right away, they'll set up to throw. Oh, he's going to be bottled up and taken down. They got him. Fred Warner. He gets into the sack. It took a while, but that is his first on the year.
The problem with some of these long developing plays is that it really forces the quarterback to hold on to the ball. They tried to hit him there with that big shot downfield, but the protection, it's just not able to hold up, and they're able to get home.
Let's go now. Back to 60. 7 Pirates. 7 Pirates. Warriors 70. Go.
He'll drop to throw. And that's going to wind up incomplete. Pressure certainly impacted the quarterback there. Couldn't get his arm all the way through, and it's going to bring up a third down.
So I actually really like the concept of the pass play, and I think if we see a little bit better pass protection, even just a second longer, that's probably a completed pass, but I think the pressure just sped his clock up just enough, Mike, that he wasn't able to get that ball exactly where it needed to be.
Third and long.
60, 70 Timberwolves. 19 Lions. Cup 19. Cup 19. 19 Pioneer. Ready.
Blitz coming. He'll throw it. And that is incomplete.
The offense just couldn't seem to get anything going that drive. They knew they had a long way to go, taking over possession that deep in their own territory. You want to pick up that first down and see if you can capitalize some momentum. Instead, the errant throw brings up fourth down, and they're going to have to punt it away.
And it's a good return here. He's going to set his guys up with outstanding field position. They run out of the gun, and here's James. And he'll manage to get this ahead for a pickup of 5.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up
Ball on the 30 now. Here's 2nd and 5.
It's set.
From the gun, it's Purdy. And he's open middle of the field. It is caught. And he'll take this one in. Touchdown, San Francisco. 2 touchdowns for him now on the afternoon.
Well, it seems this game is kind of getting to the point, Mike, where it's defense optional. I mean, both these teams are really just having their way with their opponent. They're going up and down the field, and after this long touchdown, yes, this is great if you're a fantasy player, but it's not so great if you're a defensive coordinator.
So here's Santos after the touchdown. He's out to kick this one off. From a yard deep, he's going to bring it out. Across the 20, they'll mark him down before the 25-yard line. That's where the offense will take over. So here's a 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 24.
Let's go. Ready.
The drive starts with a carry by Blue. And they'll finally track him down as he takes it up to the 45-yard line. That's a gain of 21 to open this drive.
Well, that's how you get a drive started. A big play here in the run game, and you have to imagine this is something we're going to continue to see. Success early in the drive typically results in success later in the drive.
On the run to the right. Escaping the danger, throwing and completing. And they're going to move this ball inside the 25-yard line. That's a pickup of 33. The defense bewilders. A rough start to this drive. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10.
Here we go.
They'll run with Blue. Not much happening there. Just a short gain.
1 yard gain. Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 21-yard line.
From the 21, here's 2nd down and 9.
Go. Ready.
Here comes the blitz as he looks to throw. Now screen set up for Blue. Tough running there in the red zone. He did not want to go down. And he picks up the 1st down. It'll be 1st and goal.
Really nice job there, Mike. I mean, he sees the blitz coming and just gets the ball out of his hands. Understand where your outlets are. It results in an easy pitch and catch and move the chains. Now, breaking routes, Mike, especially outside of the numbers, everything is about the timing. If you're late with the throw, you're going to be watching that defensive back take that thing the other way for 6.
Blue. That one only good for a gain of 1 to the 2 to set up 3rd and goal.
And after that short run, puts them a little bit closer to the 1st down marker. And they're going to need to create more running room on the ground if they plan on extending this drive.
And he's going nowhere. Met and dropped behind the line. And now it's 4th and goal.
That third down stop, Mike, now changes the entire approach of this offense. You're thinking to yourself, all right, it's 3rd down. Let's run it on up in there. If we don't score, we still have 4th down in our back pocket. But now the defense takes you back for a loss. So what do you do now?
Interesting decision. A field goal makes it a 2-score game. They're going to keep the hammer down and go for it on 4th and goal.
Go.
A shotgun snap. He'll look to throw. And this is caught. Wow, the decision to go pays off. Touchdown, Cowboys. That is 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And he continues to remain on fire. That is a rare NFL day. 5 touchdown passes thrown.
And, Mike, at this point, the defense just looks completely lost out there. I mean, they have no answers whatsoever, giving up the 5th touchdown pass of this ball game.
And he will get in for the 2. They open up the bag of tricks on the goal line and add a pair of points. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away.
The Niners take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
Yellow. Get set. Get set. Watch out.
A 1st down throw for Purdy. Back into the hands of Watkins. And he's going to be brought down up past the 45. They get 11 and quickly pick up a 1st down.
Whatever they've talked about in the locker room at the halftime break seems to have worked. They've come out with a new established energy. You could see it when they took the field. Now this offense seems to be building on it because with that chunk play, just a little bit of rhythm that they can build off of. They got a long way to go to get back into this game, but so far off to a good start.
That's thrown right side, but incomplete.
For the most part, he's been very accurate with the ball. He's completing over 60% of his passes, but because they haven't been able to get any big explosive plays, continue to push the ball downfield, hasn't really translated on the scoreboard just yet.
Purdy now on 2nd down. And he just does get that one away. He was being chased down, forced the awkward throw. Maybe he's fortunate that all it is an incompletion. After back-to-back incompletions, they now face 3rd down and 10. Again in the air for Purdy. He'll air this one out for Watkins. And he's into the end zone yet again. Jordan Watkins. Touchdown, 49ers. He's doubled his touchdown output for the season in one game. That's his 3rd of the game, his 6th this year. A beautiful combination in the air there. The pass downfield and bringing it the rest of the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
And it's really just a great route, Mike, and then a beautiful throw. The accuracy of the throw is what allowed the receiver not only to secure the catch, but then be able to turn it up and finish the play and find himself in the end zone.
This taken just shy of the goal line. Whoa, we'll get this up past the 20. That's where they'll set up shop.
1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
This drive starts at the 21. It's 1st and 10.
Deputy!
On the ground, it's Blue. And a good run there. Going to get him 5 yards.
He's done a really nice job making the most of his touches. They've made it a priority. Let's use this ground game to try to wear down the defense, and right now it's one of the main reasons why they have the lead.
So, from the 26-yard line, here's 2nd down and 5. Now, faking the give. He'll get rid of it and complete it. And he is out of bounds on the other side of midfield. It's another big play in a game that's had its share. And even 30 yards.
The biggest correlation between scoring points in the NFL is your ability to generate explosive plays. And oftentimes, the best explosive plays in the passing game happen when the quarterback is outside the pocket. And great example of it here.
He's going to be taken down at about the 30. Nice chunk here in this good-looking drive. Pickup of 14 and a 1st down.
And we're starting to see the fruits of their labor paying off here. I mean, they've used this run game to throw a bunch of body blows throughout the entire contest. And while some of the carries didn't result in much at the time, it's clear they're starting to take its toll on this defense.
He'll be hit as he throws, and that one will wind up incomplete. Could not step into the throw that time. It'll bring up 2nd down.
The whole idea of the play-action pass, Mike, is that you can slow the pass rush down enough that it allows longer, slower developing pass concepts to open up downfield. But in this case, they were on him so fast that by the time he got his head around, that ball needed to come out. There was no timing and ultimately led in an incompletion.
He's got room to roam. And he is out of bounds at the 4-yard line. It picks up 25 yards and gives them a golden opportunity. It's 1st and goal.
Let's go. 18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal.
So these two teams take the long walk to the opposite end of the stadium. We've come to the end of the 3rd quarter. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. An opportunity for what could be a game-sealing touchdown right here. 1st down and goal.
Let's go now.
That one broken up in the end zone. It's incomplete. Wow, the coverage excellent there. It'll bring up 2nd and goal.
Doesn't get much better than that. Had he gotten there just a little bit earlier, he probably draws the flag a little late, and it's probably a touchdown.
Line of scrimmage remains the 4-yard line. It's 2nd and goal.
70, Hawk 70.
They'll look to throw yet again. Rush comes. They're setting up the screen. And he's into the end zone. That might be the knockout punch. Touchdown, Dallas. 2 touchdowns for him now in the afternoon. York now for the extra point. He gets it to go. Cowboys will open it up even further here in this 4th quarter.
49ers 35.
The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. Now return coming from the 7. And this will work out quite well. He'll get it all the way up to the 30-yard line. Here's Purdy on 1st and 10. That is incomplete. No way to force the football in there. Good coverage. It'll bring up 2nd down.
All things considered, it's actually a pretty good pass. I mean, he puts the ball in a place where only his guy can catch it. But I think he hears those footsteps coming from that nearest defender, and he's not able to secure the catch through contact.
He'll pop this ahead for about 4, but it will set up 3rd down.
At this point, we're going to need 2 hands to count for how many yards he's averaged in this one, Mike. But unfortunately, it just hasn't been enough to overcome the deficit here at this stage of the game.
Get set. Get set.
On third down, it's Purdy. He's got his man. Right side. It's complete. His 5th catch of the afternoon. Good for a first down.
And this is a tricky part of the game for any defense. You find yourself protecting a late lead, and the age-old question is, do you remain aggressive? Do you try to just keep the ball from being thrown over your head and make everything be tackled and played in front of you? That's what every defensive coordinator struggles with, so they can't get too soft here as they try to hold on to this lead here late.
He was tackled at the 36-yard line. For gain of 4, it's now 2nd and 6.
From the 46, here's 2nd and 6.
Get set. Get set.
Running here is James. He'll try to get back to the line, but it's not happening. Gonna lose a yard.
And after that negative run, I think this changes the play call now on 3rd down. So this offensive line has to be a lot better on 1st and 2nd down to gain positive yards. Stay on track, because you don't want to be in 3rd and pass too often in today's NFL.
18. Go.
3rd down, Purdy. He dives, and what a catch for the first down. His 5th catch of the afternoon. Good for a first down.
You just love to see this effort, especially on 3rd down. You understand, you want to keep this possession alive. You have to do everything in your power sometimes to bail out your quarterback, and it's exactly what he does here, and it brings up a fresh set of downs.
The run up the middle with James, and he'll get nothing here. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that's all.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
Here's a 2nd and 9 now from the 29. Shotgun snap to Purdy. He'll get that one to James. It's complete. He's going to be marched down at the 12-yard line. They get 16 on that connection. It's good for a Niners first down.
And what really stands out about this drive is the ability of the quarterback to really spread the ball around to multiple targets and put so much pressure on the defense, deciding who do they want to account for, because no matter who they try to take away, quarterback's doing a nice job of finding the open man. This is something they teach defensive linemen, Mike, that, of course, we want to get to the quarterback and pressure and hit him and ultimately sack him. But if you don't think you're going to get there, when his hand comes off the ball, your hands go up. Get in that throwing lane, get a deflection, and he's able to force the incomplete.
18. Watch out.
On 2nd down, Purdy. That one knocked away. In the end zone, incomplete. What a good job locating the football by the defense where it matters most. And it'll bring up 3rd down now.
Get set. Get set. 18. Watch out.
Back to the air again is Purdy. This throw, left side, caught by Kittle. And a good job here defensively. They did not let him get away. He's well short of the first down mark.
And it seems like he just cut that route a little too short. He's got to get more depth on the initial stem, and that way he makes sure when he catches the ball, it's beyond the sticks. So the offense finds themselves in a tough situation. They're down by 2 scores late in this game. They know this is a prime opportunity. They need to play for a touchdown, and instead the defense makes a huge stand, and they got a chance now to close this game out.
How about that back bulldozing his way forward? A gain of 9 yards.
So when you're evaluating the impact of a team's run game, Mike, I think it's important at the end of the game to look back and say, okay, how many yards did they run for? But more importantly, when did those yards come? Did I run for those yards in the fourth quarter, which typically means I had the lead? That's the sign of a successful run game, as opposed to getting a lot of meaningless yards early in the game.
They'll pick up 23 on that one. And that's good for a Dallas first down.
First and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Let's go now.
They show jet sweep and instead run it up the middle. And he surges forward for a gain of about 5.
And he has been a handful to deal with throughout this entire contest, Mike. And they came into the game saying, we want to impose our will on the defense. And that's exactly what they've been able to do.
They'll come up here on 2nd down and 5. They'll turn and hand this one off. And he's going to be stuck well behind the line of scrimmage. A play going absolutely nowhere.
You know, at this point, the defense has to sell out and stop the run. You know exactly what the offense is trying to get accomplished by keeping the ball on the ground. But now the question remains, are they willing to take some risk here and put the ball in the air on 3rd down? Or do they play it safe and keep running the clock by keeping the ball on the ground?
65 catch, 65 catch.
On 3rd down, they'll set up to throw. This one down the field, but lined up incomplete.
When you get the ball in this situation, what you're looking to do is not only end the drive with a touchdown to put the game away, but you'd love to chew up some clock. So with that incomplete pass now likely putting an end to this series, that's a big opportunity for them to try to close this game out.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 15-yard line.
Throwing on 1st down is Purdy. The rush gets there. He goes down back inside the 5-yard line.
They just have to be better on 1st down. They've got to find a way to continue to operate ahead of the sticks, and I don't mind throwing it on 1st down. That is the best down in football to attempt a pass, but if they don't protect the passer, none of it's going to matter.
And he's out past the 30 and out of bounds. 6 catches for him in the ballgame now. And this one's good for a 1st down.
Just a really nice, simple play design. Just get the ball to one of your playmakers on an underneath crossing route, and he does the rest to secure a nice gain. That's just good, simple execution.
On 1st and 10, Purdy. Open man downfield is Kittle. And he's down inside the 40-yard line. The Niners will use the first of their timeouts, and they'll have a chance to talk things over after picking up that 1st down. So time becoming a factor, down 2 scores. They do have 2 timeouts and the 2-minute warning to work with, though. Purdy now, he'll throw on 1st down. And they're going to get to him and take him down, take him back to the other side of midfield. Nolan Smith, he's in there for the sack. It's his 3rd of the year. Now on 2nd and long. They'll drop to throw. A dive and a catch. Incredible. Timeout 49ers. That is their 2nd. Talk things over before 3rd down.
The defender has to do a better job here, Mike, of getting depth. He wants to elevate that ball to give his secondary defender a chance to make a play. He gets too much width, not enough depth, and a quarterback like this is going to take advantage.
Purdy now from the gun on third down. That is incomplete. Here we go. They're down to what could be their final play. It's fourth down.
This is one of those situations that plays directly into the hands of the defense because think, Mike, they know this offense has to be one-dimensional. This has to be a pass. So what do? They bring in extra defensive backs. They clog up the back end. And at the end of the day, there's just nowhere for the offense to go with the ball.
And for the fourth time today, he has been intercepted. Picked off by Trayvon Merritt.
And that should be the final dagger in this one. I mean, barring something dramatic happening here, Mike, I just don't think there's enough time or possessions left in this game to pull off any sort of comeback.
On the handoff, Blue. And he'll take this forward for about 3. It's second down.
4 yards on the pickup. Second and 6 at the 17-yard line.
Ready.
Again, it's Blue. And he'll get them 5 yards closer, but now third down coming up. The Niners will use their third and final timeout. And it comes with 1:15 left to go in the second half. You've got to consider this an absolute must-stop defensively. It's third down. They'll run the toss here with Blue. First down and more. Past the 35. And he's going to be taken down on the other side of the 50-yard line. It's another big play in a game that's had its share. And even 30 yards.
Here we go.
Set to go now on first and 10. Victory formation here as he's down to a knee. So it's a win for the Cowboys. This was a game where both offenses were up and down the field, marching the ball at will, matching each other point for point. But in the end, got a few more defensive stops than their opponents did. And that is the difference in this one. And that'll do it for my partner, Greg Olson. For our entire team, I'm Mike Tirico. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. It's a win for the Cowboys, as we say so long from Arlington.